Hey y'all, I'm JamesWright and welcome back to Wizards News. Today I want to talk to you about restricted section books. These are the valuable green books that you can only get during Brilliant events. Which, hey, we just happened to start a Brilliant event today. So let's actually dive in and look at where can you spend the books to get your biggest bang for your buck, because you can only get a few of them. Let's take a look. So in this Brilliant event, you can get up to 15 restricted section books, those green books, and you can only get them during Brilliant events. So it is very wise to do all of the assignments to make sure that you get the most you possibly can. But saying that you've now gotten your 15 books, where exactly do you spend them? And that's where I want to talk about this chart right over here. This is a tool designed by Neo. He is on several of the Discord servers, and I'll leave a link to some of the servers down below if you want to find out on there. But this is by far the best tool out there. And now there's several tools out there for figuring out your skill tree, but this is one I found I like the most. And just the way it's designed and the amount of information it gives you very quickly, this is one I like. And I'll leave a link to it down below. So you can go through this chart and actually fill out what you have in your skill tree. And then you can see, is it better to go with this next or is it better to go with this next? And you can actually then go through and calculate. This would give me 7% more defense and would cost me 4 scrolls, whereas this one would only give me 2 more power and cost me 4 scrolls. So if you're going for more defense or more power, then you can actually go through this and figure out how much things are going to cost and what would be the best route down this tree for you. Now, with all things being said, it is generally better to focus on offense than defense in the way that Wizards Unite is set up. Some games it's better to focus on defense, and some it's good to split it 50-50, but in all honesty, in Wizards Unite, if you have to focus on one or the other, focus on offense. It will get you farther into challenges than defense will. Now, getting back to the tool over here, this actually will allow you to go through for professors, as well as the Aura and Magic Zoologist, so you can go down the tree and actually look at what things are and how they work out. As of right now in my personal, I'm focusing on the professorship, and I'm focusing on power. I want to increase my power output. So whenever I come to a square with power, I'm going to stop and I'm going to do everything I can, and I'm going to do all 2 or 3 of the upgrades that I can do on that before moving on to the next one. And the next one I have the choice between doing power or coming down here and working on precision. I'm going to be sticking with the power, and I'm going to 1 and 2 on that. But in each of the skill trees, you want to be focusing on the spells you can add, the hexes and the charms. These are things that will allow you to either attack your opponent quicker or will allow you to have more benefits for you and the people you're working with. These squares in the middle, these are going to be the ones you want to focus on and figure out which one of these do you want to work on the most. So first, let's talk here about the professorship. In the professorship, you're generally going to be wanting to focus on the deterioration hex. Now, Wizards Unite just did a knockoff on the power that these actually have, so they're not quite as valuable as they used to be. It used to be that the deterioration hex was unbeatable and the best in the game. Now it's a decent way of doing it, but it's still better to work on the deterioration hex than it is to be working on the mending charm or the defense charm. Now, in the professor's world, I'm going to be focusing on the deterioration hex and focusing on power. And that's probably the fastest way if you're really looking at soloing on challenges. If you are going to be doing a lot with groups, then you may also want to include working on your proficiency charm. This will help out the entire group together and will be a big bonus. I really wouldn't spend a whole lot of time bumping up your protection charm. It's kind of a needed thing at this juncture because you can't go any farther than completing that one. But in most cases, I'm going to be spending all my restricted section books on the deterioration hex. That's going to get you the most in the professor world. In the Aura world, you're also going to be wanting to focus on attack and your offensive skills. In particular, the Bat Bogey Hex and the Confusion Hex. These are really going to be driving your offensive skills, and these are where you're probably going to be wanting to spend your books the most. Again, spend your scrolls and books on power before you start spending them on defense and protection. Then we can move over to the Magic Zoologist, and it's going to start to sound like a broken record here. Power is still more important than defense. That being said, if you are going to be in a group, there are several things with Magic Zoology that may help you out. If your focus is on group challenges, in Magic Zoologist you may have a balance where you might want to do things to help out your teammates, but you're still going to be wanting to focus on your power. Now, in the Magic Zoology world, the key is down here at the Bravery Charm, and these are really key because they are going to enhance the power of the entire group. So right here and then down a little farther down here, this will enhance the power of the entire team. And so this is where you're probably going to want to be spending your restricted section books before anything else. The difficulty is you have to get all the way down here, so you got to do a bunch of things. So focus on just doing the minimal you need to get down to those, except for power along the way. Anytime you come to one of these power circles, you may want to dump some extra energy into those. So all of that being said, everyone out there is a little bit different. Everyone is going to have different things that they want to focus on. Everyone is going to have the thing that they want to be. Some people are really good at being the assistant that comes along and helps everyone out in the group. And some people really just want to be that solo charge in there and knock them all dead. Everyone has different things that they want to do. I know that there are some tanks out there who love to soak up damage, and you're really going to be wanting to focus on your defensive skills in here and what can give you the most stamina. So you have to kind of think about, what strategy do you want? What kind of person do you want to be? And that's one of the wonderful things about RPGs, which Wizards Unite really is an RPG, because you can dig through this and create your character that is very, very different from anyone else's character out there. There is no right way to build your skill tree. You have to figure out what is best for you. And that's one of the reasons why I really love these tools over here, is you can go through this and figure out exactly what you want your skill to look like and how you want your tree to look, and you can actually plan out in the future, if I do this one or this one, and should I save up my pieces so that I can do this one down here, and you can figure that out for yourself in the way that you want to do it. Now I'll leave a link to this tool down below, and it really will help you out. Go through there and put in what you have so far and figure out where do you want to go and where do you want to use your 15 books, provided that you do everything in the challenges. Now hopefully tomorrow I'm actually going to be going through all the steps you have to do, and some of them are a bit difficult. You're going to have to cast a couple masterful spells in the couple days of this event, but if you do everything in the list, you can get up to 15 books. Now, if your intention is to complete out all the skill trees, you're going to need over 100 books, and so that means several more brilliant events have to come before you can do all those. But that means that everyone's on the same playing field, because you can only get restricted section books at brilliant events. So everyone's held to the same accountability, which makes the game kind of fun. Even if you are charging ahead and by this point you're already level 51 and you are one of the best players in your area, you still cannot progress any farther down the tree than anyone else can, because you need those restricted section books. It kind of levels the playing field for everyone. It makes it kind of cool. I like that dynamic about the game. So I hope this has helped you out and has answered a few questions for you. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts. What are you planning on doing, and what is your strategy for getting through the skill tree? Also, if you'd like to find out up-to-date information and things as they come alive, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and that's where I put up the most recent information. I'll leave the links to those down below. Also, if you did like this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. That really helps out the channel. That's about it for today. Until next time, have a magical day. Okay, it's that time. Let's do another chocolate frog. What did we get today? I always like opening these up because you never know what you're going to get. And one of these days I'm going to get a Dumbledore, but let's see if it's... I got Dumbledore! I got Dumbledore! I got Dumbledore!